of what was before it, what is in your hands, what has come to you from before with Allah. وَتَفْسِيلَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. This is what I want to focus on tonight. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu says that in the Quran, its stories and the sound prophetic movement, it is tafsila kulli shay. It is a distinct explanation of all things. Understand this very clearly. If it is a distinct explanation for all things, all matters of faith, all matters of dunya and akhirah, if I come to the Quran and limit it, I am literally limiting that book which is telling me it has tafseenun li kulli shay, details of everything. If I come to the Majlis of Imam and I want to limit it, then I also limit the movement of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein, which is a movement for all movements, for all history, that every Imam was motivated by. But I want to make it as limited as I am. Who is in loss? Not the movement, but I am. I'm the one who walks out of here in a state of loss. وَتَفْسِيلَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. Detail of everything that you need. وَهُدًى. Guidance. وَرَحْمَةً لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ. And a mercy for those people who believe. No less tonight than weeping for Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, weeping for Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas is a mercy for those people who believe. This is what we gain from this movement, and we have to ensure that we approach it in this way, lest ultimately we make the movement of Imam too narrow, whereas the reality is it is a reflection of every lesson that we need from the beginning and until our end. Ensure that now, in case there was any mismotivation for coming here tonight, let us purify that intention to make it as lofty as the movement of Imam himself, with a very loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. For tonight's quotes from Imam, I want to be able to show you his conversation with the companions on the nights of Ashura, on the night of Ashura, and in the hours leading up to the Battle of Karbala. And look at the motivations of these companions. And we really want to ask ourselves certain fundamental questions. When we approach this event of Karbala, is it that I imagine this movement to be something that is purely a tragedy in history? Is it something that is a political movement? Is it something that is a movement that can gather the whole of humanity under its banner? What is this movement? And when you hear a call like هَلْ مِن نَاصِرٍ يَنْصُرُنَا, who is there to come to our aid? Who will come to rescue and defend the daughters of the Prophet and the haram of the Prophet? When we hear a call like this, how do I understand its motivations and its meanings? Because again, when I hear these sorts of sayings, if I limit these sayings and I place it into a box and I say it's purely emotional, or it's purely political, or it's only for the Shia, it's not for the wider, what I do is I limit that movement to become as limited as I am. So tonight, inshallah, we want to read one sermon from Imam and see the way in which he spoke to his companions, and his companions responded to him in the hours leading up to the battle of Karbala. In honor of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Again, we read to you from the book From Medina to Karbala in the words of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, published by Sun Behind the Cloud. And we highly encourage people to purchase this book, to read it. Read the words of Imam for yourself. We've only have 10 nights to be able to discuss a tiny amount of the wisdom from Imam. We must get to know how the Imam speaks about his movement through his own words. After the evening salah of the Tasu'ah, the eve of Ashura, and just a short while after gaining the respite, Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam gathered his companions and the Hashemid youth and delivered a speech. Imam said the following: all praise belongs to Allah, the best of praises, and all thanks belongs to Allah, whether in comfort or distress. According to many of our beliefs, maybe water had already been cut off from this point. There is already the motivation of the enemy to attack the Imam, that he has had to ask for one extra night so that he have a night of ibadah, one night with his family. The pain that is in the hearts of the family members is obvious. All thanks be to Allah, whether in comfort or distress. O Allah, all praises for you, and you have granted us prophethood and taught us the Quran, granted us a profound understanding of religion. You, Allah, have enabled us to hear, to see, to think, to reflect, and have not made us amongst the polytheists. Then he turns towards his companions and says a famous line: I do not know of any companions more loyal and better than mine, and no family members more truthful and confident than mine. Hence, may Allah grant you the best of rewards. And my grandfather, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, has indeed informed me that I would be called to Iraq and would arrive at a land called Karbala, and I would be martyred here, and the time has now approached. Beware that I believe the enemies will start the war tomorrow, and that I absolve you from your obligation.